Hello, hello, Omaha, and those who are watching outside of Omaha. We are Refugee Beyond Name Podcast. It is Friday, March 18th. 19th, is it? 18th. Shah?
18th. It's March 18th.
18th. See, my days are off, y'all. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we have a special guest today. Her name is Shar. Shar, do you want to introduce yourself?
Oh yeah. Absolutely. My name is Shar. So short for my full name is Shar Eh Soe.
Shar Muso.
Yes.
Okay. Would that be a last name, Amuso?
No, it's Shar is my first name. Moo is my middle, and then Soe is my last name.
Oh, so your last name is So, but
Yes.
you go by
Shar Soe.
Shar.
But,
So.
yeah, Shar.
Shar. But you allow me to call you Shar, so you go by Shar So.
So it really depends on where I'm at. So when I'm with my friend, they just call me Shar.
Okay. What do you feel comfortable being called by?
Shar is fine.
Shar,
Yeah,
fine.
yes.
Okay, we call you Shar.
All right.
Hey, we like people to be our guests to be comfortable. So, and then it all starts with a smile and a right name, correct
Yes.
name. Shar, well, it's great to have you. Welcome.
Yeah.
And thank you for saying yes to come to speak to our podcast. Everybody, Shar is amazing person. From my communication with her, we look forward to hear about Shar and kind of learn more about it. So about her, Shar, do you wanna introduce to folks who you are? I understand you're a refugee, right? And kind of going into how old were you when you came in States? How was your experience? Where did you learn from experience from there? So,
Yeah,
you have
absolutely.
the
So,
table.
like I said, my name is Shar. I came from Nopo refugee camp. My family and I moved here in 2010 when I was
Nepal,
Nopo.
Nepal,
Yes,
Nepal.
Nopo refugee.
Which country?
Thailand.
Thailand.
Yes.
Okay.
So
And
my
go
yes,
ahead.
my family and I moved here in 2010. So
Mhm.
it was just a big cultural changes.
Big
So,
culture change.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
2010. How old were you?
I was 10 years old at that time.
10 years
Yes.
old. Wow. So, at 10 years old, you are in a brand new place. Why Nebraska?
You see, I don't know why Nebraska. I can't tell you that exactly. But my parents did have communication with my aunt that lives in Lincoln. So this was the closest place to her.
Oh, okay. So obviously, probably your parents wanted to come to Nebraska since your aunt was there.
Yes.
Where school did you go to? Did you go straight to high school or middle school?
Oh, so no, when I first came here, I was in elementary school. So
Elementary.
I'd be happy if they put me in high school at the age of 10.
Yeah.
But
That's my Friday mind going off. It's age of 10. Yeah, that's it. Elementary school. Which one?
I went to Howard Kennedy Elementary School.
Howard Kennedy. That one is where is it located again?
So it's on 30th Street.
That is right.
Yes.
By Lake
Yes,
Street.
yes.
Yes. Oh, okay. So, do you have siblings, and where do you rank?
I have 3 younger brothers. I'm the oldest. So I'm the only girl in the family. Yeah.
Oldest. Whoa. So you grew up. So come into the new country, the oldest of 3, of 4, and so you kind of had to play the role model.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yes.
Yeah. So, how was the culture? How did you adapt it? Was it easy? Was it hard? Can you explain a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially coming here, not knowing any English at all. Just my first day in school was a little bit difficult, just because I couldn't communicate with my classmates. I remember on my first day of school, I walked into the office, and the secretary, as one of the older guy, took me to my third grade class. and then he put his arms around me, and I felt a little scared. Because I wasn't used to.
You were used to
Yeah.
someone putting arms around you. Is that a culture thing, or just you personally? You weren't used to someone put
I think
around your.
so. When we were like younger, we're not very used to like hugs and all those things. So it was something new to me.
It was very shocking.
Yes.
Okay. But they walked you to class.
They walked me to class. Introduced me to my teacher, and then everything from there was smooth sailing.
He was smooth. And so, would you say? So, how long did it take you to start understanding like things like language or culture? You know.
I noticed that it took me quite some time just to start like speaking. I took a couple years to listen and understand the phrases and understand the culture. But otherwise, I sort of understand it, but I just don't speak it. So I start talking or I start speaking, communicate with my friends in 5th grade.
In 5th grade.
5th grade, yes.
What motivated you to start, speaking even, to come out of, like, wait, I'm gonna speak now. I'm gonna try to speak, even if I get it wrong. I'm just gonna say it.
Okay.
What motivated you to?
So I have this one friend. She was like the nicest person ever. She's African American. She's so kind. So I walk into on my first day, I walked into class, and she was just, for like out of the blue, she was just so motivated to learn my language.
Oh wow!
She would actually print out like a cheat sheet to learn to speak with me.
Oh,
I did not understand her.
Was this
but
your classmate?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
She was so kind.
Oh, so she did try to learn your language at the same time you were learning English.
Yes.
So that is cool. That is so cool. Oh, okay. Now, did she learn how to speak it fluently?
No. So after we finished elementary school, we lost contact. But she was one of the kindest person I've met.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope someday, if this friend is watching, I hope. Do you know the name?
I do.
You remember?
I do.
Yeah.
Her name is Ladenja Ken.
Ladenja Ken. Well, Ladenja, if you're watching, your friend Shar is here, so we can reconnect you too. That's amazing. So you had a friend who really pushed you to speak up. What were something that were like what were some other stuff that were like making you shy to speak the language? Or because I asked this because Sam, English is not my first language, and I remember just being like, I don't want to say it so people don't judge me because I said it wrong. That's one of the things that kind of, it took me a while to start practicing my my verbal communication, my auto communication skills. So what pushed you? What are other stuff that is anything you experienced, so someone out there might be experiencing, like either someone who might be a refugee or who's not a refugee, but they are trying to learn new language can be a new thing, but they are having some difficulties.
Yeah. So I think the reason why I didn't start speaking English sooner was because I was afraid of messing up, and I was afraid of being judged.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I was so quiet, and I didn't want to embarrass myself by saying something wrong either. But later on in life, you learn that by making that mistakes, you learn from it, and then you grow.
You just grow by making a mistake.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. You don't know how to fix it unless you get it wrong. Right. Yeah. I think I do remember my ESL, English as a second language teacher, saying that, like, just speak. You're gonna be fine. You're not gonna learn it unless you say it wrong.
Right.
Wow. Okay. So And Shaw, now you are in at the university
Yes.
studying
I'm studying biology.
studying biology.
Yes.
And what year are you?
I'm a junior.
You
Yes,
are a
I'm a
junior.
junior.
Wow. Ah, well, kudo to those who are juniors in at the University of Nebraska Omaha. So how was the experience getting into the university? Was it hard, easy?
So I went to Central High School.
Mm-hmm.
So Central really did prepare me to go into college and just to, they set me up for success.
Oh, perfect.
So when I was in high school, my teacher would motivate me to apply for college early
Mm-hmm.
and then apply for lots of scholarships because college is really expensive.
Yes, it can be. College can be expensive.
Yes.
So you had a great teachers, great role models, great mentors
Yes.
from Central, and then who helped you lead the way to the university. Why biology?
I've always wanted to study life, like living things.
Mm.
So biology is the way to go. And I've always loved science too.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's
yeah.
studying life and then science and all those things. I don't know. I just find it interesting, and I'm a curious person. So
Oh.
I've always wanted to learn about things that I don't know much about.
So you must have you must learner must be one of your top 5 strengths.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. So it's always good to be curious, and to just enjoy being curious and learn about and just go search. Okay, that is great. So hearing your story, coming in at 10 years, 3 siblings. Did your parents speak English when you came?
So both of my parents used to be married in Thailand. So they
Who?
medication aid.
Medication. Okay.
I'm sorry, not medication, medical assistance. Excuse me.
Medical
Yes.
system. Oh, okay,
Yes.
okay. All right. So they spoke English then. Oh, okay. So they did help you a little bit to learn.
They helped me so much. They weren't very fluent, but they know a lot. Yes.
See, your situation is kind of unique because majority of refugees, usually parents have, don't speak English, and, but so you did have a good influence at home to speak the language.
Yes.
Alright, so they must be proud parents.
I really hope so. I really hope I
What
make
do
them
you
proud.
hope to do after you graduate from college?
So I'm a biology major. I'm on pre-med track. So after I graduate, I'm planning on taking a gap year to studying from the MCAT and apply for med school.
That's a med school route.
Yes.
Okay. So again, going back to that 10-year-old, what do you wish to tell yourself, or even this is more for those who are also there, who right today, 2010, it's the new Shah. They just come into the new country. It can be U.S. or elsewhere they are, but they are having a hard time to navigate. What's your advice for them?
My advice is to never be afraid to ask questions. Just keep putting yourself out there and
Ask.
be a risk taker.
Be a risk taker. That is huge. Don't be afraid. Just ask questions.
Ask questions.
There's never a wrong question. Wow, that's amazing. And how about those who are looking to get into this higher level schools, like higher education, university, college, metro?
Yes.
Yeah.
So do your research and make friends with your teacher because they've already been through it. So
Wow. See, you already have the library there.
yes.
Your teachers, they've been through it. Going back to ask questions, do your research. Yes, this is amazing, Shah. Any last words you want to share? Words of wisdom.
Words of wisdoms.
I mean, you said plenty, right? But any last words before we close down?
So
Things on your mind that you want to share with folks who are watching us today?
you know what? There's always going to be obstacles in your life. There's always going to be challenges in your life. But
Yes.
if you just keep pushing, take one step, take
Mm.
one steps at a time, surely enough you'll make it to your destinations. You'll make it towards your
Amen.
goal.
Amen to that. Amen to that. I Shah, it's amazing, and I want to tell those who are listening or watching us on YouTube what Shah just shared. It sounds like it's a repetitive because almost every single visitor who comes on our podcast, they always have to say something in those lines. Like, I do hope that folks out there, you take this seriously, because it's not like we talk to them before we do a podcast. Yeah, we just come here, sit and have a chat, have a conversation. So it's amazing how they share similar words of wisdom. Like, a few weeks ago, our technical staff was like, hey, always try hard. If you make a mistake, it's actually part of the process. Here you go, Shah, right here. You like, it's not always a straight line. Life is with hills and mountains in between. Struggles. Keep pushing hard. So know it. Whatever you're going through, maybe you need to take a deep breath, but keep pushing. You get to the destination, according to Miss Shah. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you. And we want to say thank you for those who are watching us. And we hope you have a wonderful weekend or wonderful times whenever you are. Thank you.